So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
They did, and you deserve their help.
I can sense something in you. You're special.
I like to think so.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
Give me a moment to explain.
That's close enough to begging for me. Fine. Speak.
There's a man who paid you for his freedom. He'd like you to follow through on that promise.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Alexios! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate.
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Do I have to leave Attica to be rid of you? It feels like you're everywhere I go.
It is very strange, but to answer your question, yes, leaving Attica would help.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
People aren't equal, even if we wish it were true.
So, you would say, for example, that your life is worth more than another's. Then would you also say that there are some who are more worthy of life than yourself?
I'm not that naive. There are many who likely deserve life more than me.
So you would admit that a life's worthiness is dependent on a person's actions and what they have done or can do for the world?
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Fedon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Fedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
Malalakas!
How will I ever repay you? I owe you my life.
Get ready to leave!
Good to have you back, Commander.
Lower the sail! Rowers in position! Ease off! Get that sail down! Get the oars out! Prepare to dock!
You've more than made up for killing my abductors, Misthios. Thank you.
Try to stay out of trouble, all right?
I'll consider it. Put my coins to good use and wish me luck.
Good luck.
Ah, the Delos Islands. Two sides of the same coin. Delos, sacred birthplace of Artemis and Apollo. And Mykonos, where people do everything that's forbidden on Delos.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Misthios. That's you. Otharkis, cruel leader of Delos Islands, takes money from our pockets and food from our mouths, all to feed his
Insatiable.
Yes! His insatiable thirst for power.
Podarkis is one of them, Barnabas. The ones hunting my family. Keep reading.
We are a modest but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our vile oppressor. I pray the winds guide you swiftly to our shores, Misthios. Our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
We arrived just in time to help.
You see, Poseidon wasn't trying to drown you. He was getting you where you needed to go. Aggressive.
Does the note say where Kira is?
There are two locations marked. A camp along the northwestern coast and a hideout that looks like it's underneath the city.
Podarkis sounds like a cruel man.
He's worse. I once heard a family was late in paying their dues to the gods. Potharki sent his men to their farm and took the young ones from their beds. When their mater and pater woke up to feed the animals, they discovered the animals were already feeding on the corpses of their sons.
The sooner I send this monster to Hades, the better.
Even Hades would shudder in his presence.
This place seems nice.
This island has a giant history, my friend.
We don't have time, Varnavas.
I meant Mykonos literally has a history involving giants. Apollo was once friends with Hyperboreans from the snowy north. Until one day, they sent 2 maidens and 5 of their men to Delos with offerings for the son of Zeus. They were never seen again.
And Mykonos?
The island itself was built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Iraklis.
My mind wandered. Remind me what the note said.
Eagle-bearing Misthios.
The short version, please.
Otharkis, cruel leader, thirst for power, pay you handsomely, rebellion, people dying.
It's time I met with this Kira.
I'll have the ship ready in case we need any immediate departures.
That was Kefalonia, and that was mostly your fault.
Ha ha! Here, Alexios.
Tere, Varnavas. There's the rebel hideout. Seems like a good place for a hideout. I'm looking for the one called Kira. I've come in response to a call for help. You missed.
Are you here to spy, Athenian? Or maybe you are Athena herself, dressed in a dirty disguise?
Do I really look like a spy to you?
Podarkis and his men have been hunting and killing us without mercy. His spies are everywhere. He won't rest until all who oppose him are dead. We are all that's left of the resistance. This is the first night we aren't fighting for our lives. And it could be our last. And suddenly, you show up.
This is why I'm here. It's your symbol, right?
You're the Mystios who bears the eagle of Zeus? My apologies. These are dangerous times for anyone waging war against the Athenian Empire and the Delian League. I am Kira.
Your note mentions Podarkis. I'm going to find him.
His house is on the coast, north of Mykonos city. But he's heavily guarded. We've never been able to get close enough without taking heavy casualties. This is why I sent for you.
I thought Delos was the heart of the Deliagi League. Athens' pride and joy.
We were, until Athens took the League's treasury away from Delos.
Why?
So they could build a statue of Athena mocking Apollo. The people pleaded with Podarkis not to trust Athens with the treasury, but his thirst for power made him deaf to his people.
If things are so miserable, why doesn't Delos abandon the League?
Podarkis sends Athenian soldiers to collect money from us all. The moment that stops, Athenian ships will burn our islands to the ground.
I came here to help you deal with one man, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to the mighty Alexios, and Sparta too.
Podarkis discovered the other camp and sent Athenian soldiers to attack.
Malaka!
You and your rebels are too drunk to fight. Leave the soldiers to me.
If you think I'm going to miss a chance to kill Athenians, you're the one who's drunk.
Did Sparta answer your call for help?
A polemarchos named Thaletas and a handful of Spartans landed on Mykonos not long before you.
It's their camp we're headed to, isn't it?
Thaletas needs our help now, though he'd never admit it.
Sounds Spartan, all right.
Come on. Come on.
I'm on fire! Put it out!
Well, that got the blood pumping. I should talk to this Spartan.
You fought well, Kira. You too, Spartan?
I was, but that was a long time ago.
Spartan blood is eternal, stranger. What's your name?
This is Alexios, the one I told you about.
They call me Thaletas. I was Polemarchos to the Spartans here.
Was?
Our ship was sunk. Our generals killed. There are only a few of us left.
We've all lost friends to this war.
And we will mourn them later.
She's right. We shouldn't be standing here, drenched in Athenian blood.
We'll be safe in the hideout. Let's talk there.
Will you come to the hideout now or meet us there later?
There's no time to waste. We'll go to the hideout now.
How long till Podarkis finds us? We're right under his nose.
His nose is so high in the air, he couldn't find the statue of Artemis Agrotera if he was standing on her head.
We know where he lives. I say we knock down his door and run our spears through his face.
That's a terrible plan.
The Spartan phalanx is impenetrable in a ground assault.
Not when there's only 12 of you. You think with your heart. That's what I like about you. But you're a general. To those men now, you need to think with your head.
All you do is hide in caves and lurk in shadows. We didn't come here to hide. We came here to fight!
And we will. But right now, we're outnumbered. We must be strategic. Alexios, what do you think we should do?
Kira's right. Taking them head on would be suicide.
Sailing here was suicide! Right now, my men are on the beach. That's where I'll be!
Then let us don't!
If you decide you actually want to win this rebellion, come find me.
Spartans.
Don't mind him. He'll be fine after he kicks something. But I'm glad you agree with me, Alexios. Meet me at the Temple of Artemis. There we can discuss how to take down Podarkis.
This is going to be a long rebellion. Perfect hunter. Artemis of the wild land, mistress of animals. Anything I missed?
You would not believe the word.
The fools get drunk in your presence. I would not want to miss a second with you.
Then perhaps we should spend some time together. But there is something I must take care of first.
Maybe I can help you.
The Athenian commander is one of my clients, and I know he would be very interested in what I heard last night. But those cursed Spartans guard the route to the Athenian camp.
You want me to deliver it to the Athenian commander?
Yes! Do we have a deal?
I'm the one for the job.
Then I can rest easy.
May the gods guide you. A delivery for you.
Oh, thank you, Misthios. Take this for your trouble.
Alexios, I'm glad you came.
I'm glad you didn't throw another blade at me.
I know. You came all this way and I was cruel to you.
Well, you weren't the first, and you won't be the last.
Dilians are kind people. At least we were. Before him.
Podarkis.
That man's been hunting me my whole life.
Podarkis and others like him want me and my family dead.
He executed my family when I was very little. I survived on the streets. Was raised by hunters, rogue warriors, and mercenaries like you. They are my family now. And one day, I will fire an arrow into his black heart. One for every Dilian family he's destroyed.
Then it's time we turn this predator into prey.
How do we get past his guards?
Soldiers need two things to fight. Swords in their hands and food in their bellies. Take them away, and the guards fall.
Scouts reported Podarkis' supplies and weapons were stockpiled in the old ruins on Delos Island.
I'll go to Delos, find their stockpiles, and destroy them. There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here. Mykonos is a lot busier than Kefalonia. Marcos would like it here. If I get overturned out here, I don't think I can swim back.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Come on. Come on.
The filthy rebel stole from the sanctuary. He spilled blood on sacred soil.
Good people of Delos, your hearts are big, but we must use our minds in this matter.
Socrates, you just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Alexios, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Delos?
Once I heard the great Socrates was on Delos, I raced over to hear his words of wisdom.
Ah, but what are words? Can they be wise, or are they simply words?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now, there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers captured the rebel. He stole from the sanctuary to help finance the rebellion. When guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Delos. They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed. Though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
Let me answer that by asking you this. What exactly is justice?
A brilliant question. He stole, which is wrong.
But it was for the freedom of his people, which is right.
He killed a man.
To save his own life.
He broke a sacred law, one he knew honored the gods.
So you're saying he can kill and steal, but stay in the earth and he should have his throat cut?
I am saying nothing, but when we stray from the law, are we not like the animals?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait, all this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious, now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
I'm going to pay this rebel a visit. Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmae to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think. You're bleeding. A lot.
Come to turn me into the priests?
Depends what you've done.
Don't know if anyone told you, but it's illegal to die on this godforsaken island.
So I've been told.
Shame nobody told the beast roaming around. Vrach me to the one who kills it.
If you're paying, I'll hunt and kill this beast for you.
You're not the first hunter to tell me that. But I still have all my vrach me.
I've hunted many beasts. What am I hunting this time?
I'd call it a bear, but I'd be lying. This creature is Artemis's nightmare.
Where is the beast now?
Got as far away from that thing as I could. You'll find it north of here, near the coast. Just follow the trail of bodies. The bloodier the mess, the closer you are.
You're not from around here, are you?
Came through Arcadia, but Corinthia is my home.
I'll find the beast and kill it. Try not to bleed out before I return.
Anything you need?
My play. The whole audience was terribly afflicted. Everyone cried. I write too well for my own good.
You don't seem happy about that.
The play has been banned for causing too much suffering. The soldiers are keeping my draft in their camp. I wish it never existed. I've even been fined.
So you want me to...
Yes.
All right. Here. You are a mighty beast, but you did not belong here. A shipwreck. Might explain how that bear got to Delos. This record says the bear came from Arcadia. That woman was smuggling the beast. But why? bloody handprint. Hasn't been here long. There's nothing left to find here. I should return to the woman.
You're alive? And the monster?
The bear's dead, and you owe me payment. But first, let's talk about you. Arcadia, right?
Yes.
The bear was being smuggled from Arcadia. I found a record of what was on your ship. And your bloody handprints. Talk.
All right. We were smuggling the bear for a man named Sargon. Poseidon had other ideas. One of his storms crashed us here, and that evil beast broke free. It went right for the crew.
That explains the bodies.
They were my family!
You've suffered enough. What the Dillians don't know won't kill them.
A Misthios with a heart. You're as rare as that monster. Here, take what drachmi I have left.
Here. And don't let the Dillians catch you bleeding everywhere. The rebel is there. The birthplace of Apollo himself. Impressive. Part sanctuary, part treasury. I wonder if the Dillians left any silver behind.
come and kill you all! Fall back to where you came from, pigs. This is the land of Apollo. Thank you, Mistios. But you were too gentle with those pigs.
Keep your opinion to yourself. You've caused enough trouble. Now follow me.
Death to our oppressors, and anyone else who tries to claim the Delos Islands. Delians are free.
More Delians will die if you don't shut up!
Silence is what's ending this. I'll scream till my lungs bleed, and all soldiers are dead.
Right there!
Won't get away that easily.
Malaka!
You there! Stop!
You have a very loud mouth. You could have gotten us both killed.
Then our sacrifice would set fire to the hearts of the rebels. Then cast every non-Delian into the sea for Poseidon to chew up and spit out.
You realize I'm not Delian. The Spartans who fought and died for the rebellion are also not Delian.
Athenians want these islands for our wealth. The Spartans want these islands for Sparta. I won't let them have it. We don't need them. We don't want them. Delians should rule Delos alone. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going straight to Kira. The rebels must leave their caves. The time to attack is now.
Go, and don't come back. Every soldier on Delos will be looking for you.
Let them find me. I already sent one to his grave. I'd love to send another.
Stand aside, all of you. Now, out of the way.
Socrates! Another foreigner has spilled blood on sacred soil.
Perhaps they did, but mistakes are a failure of intellect, not character, are they not?
These are sacred lands! Our laws are clear!
Ah, are they? Is it not possible to know what is right, and thus do wrong? Then the foreigner acted out of ignorance, not malice.
So you say we need to tell every person on the island what the laws are?
If a law is truly just, is it not knowable through deduction alone? Ah, Alexios, seeing you on Thelos sets my heart at ease. So tell me, how was your encounter with the rebellious prisoner?
You never told me he was an extremist lunatic.
Ah, but who am I to judge what is too much or too crazy? Are we not both at some point or another?
He would have thrown you and your philosophies into the sea.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
Should be on his way back to Mykonos, if he knows what's good for him.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
It's a pleasure, Socrates. I can always count on you to give me a devastating headache.
The pleasure is mine, Alexios. Hope to see you around the symposiums again.
Don't hold your breath. Kinthos ruins. This is where I'll find Podarkis' weapons and supplies. Break their supplies, break their will.
Someone here? What the? Hey! You won't get...
Podarkis' troops will be helpless. A supply crate. Should destroy these without attracting attention. Who knew rebelling was this much fun? That should do it. Kira will want to hear about this. Athenian wine. I'm sure Kira would enjoy this. Come to think of it, so would I.